every connection we make starts off with a first impression. Find out how to make yours the best possible. This is Geek Connection. Hello, and welcome to our next episode of Geek Connection, where our goal is to help equip you with the knowledge and skills to connect you to the person that's right for you. Now, quick disclaimers to keep in mind is that while it's my hope and my wish that these techniques and tips will help increase your chances of finding a good partner, no technique works 100% of the time for 100% of the people. And also, everyone knows a guy who's done none of these and has an amazing partner. These episodes are designed to help you increase your chances at finding a person that's right for you. So you don't have to just be lucky. And if they don't perfectly apply to you, that's okay too. Now, in 1966, Botany Suits came out with an ad that said, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. And Head & Shoulders in the 1980s adopted the motto as well. Now, whether you're a shampoo company or a suit company or you're trying to find a partner, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. First impressions are so important that they last well beyond the moment. And this is thanks to something called the primacy effect. Now, the primacy effect is the tendency to remember the first piece of information we encounter better than the information presented later on. One suggested reason is that when you discover something new for the first time, your brain devotes more processing power to understand, categorize, and sort the new information, and that's stored more effectively in your long-term memory. A series of experiments done by Princeton psychologists Janine Willis and Alexander Todorov revealed that all it takes is a tenth of a second to form an impression of a stranger from their face. Now, those judgments may or may not be accurate, but the connection gets made nonetheless. And if the judgment made is a negative one, the difficulty in shifting someone's opinion is extremely high. Now, over the next few episodes, I want to give you some tools and tips on how you can maximize your first impression to put you ahead of the curve and not behind the eight ball. A first impression starts with how you're dressed. When someone walks up to you, before they hear your voice, before they shake your hand, before they hear your amazing icebreaker joke, the first thing they see is how you're dressed. And that is because what you wear says a lot about you. Clothes speak volumes, and that's also whether you want them to or not. Think of this example. You see an attractive girl, and you walk over and you comment how nice she looks, and her response is, "Oh, I just grabbed the first thing in my closet." Now, I want to let you in on a little secret. One, she's a liar. And two, I bet $1 million that's like the third outfit she tried on. But don't fool yourself to think this is just a woman thing. Men absolutely do it too. Because men and women don't want to think that they're so vain to put in a ton of effort into their attire. But we also all know the same thing. And that is what you wear says something about you. So, for those who seriously grab the first thing that's in the closet of a wardrobe, my advice to you is stop it. The message it sends to a potential partner is, I don't put a lot of effort in how I look. Now, that may or may not be true, and I really hope it isn't, but that's the way it comes off. I grabbed the first thing in my closet because it was the easiest thing to do. And you don't want to send a message to someone that you don't care, or that you just want to take the easy way out. Because if you don't care enough about yourself to take a minute to think about what you're going to wear, who knows how you're going to treat someone or take care of someone else who isn't you? Of all the research I looked through, of all the pages on how to dress to impress anyone, ladies, the boss, coworkers, they all have one thing in common. None of them, 0%, involve cargo shorts. Now, I'm not saying cargo shorts are bad. I'm saying that they have a time and a place. And when you're sitting around the house and when you're going to the grocery store to get milk, they're absolutely fine. But if you want to impress women, cargo shorts are not going to help you. And remember, this is about increasing your chances at showing someone the best qualities in you. So it's the reason women don't wear sweatpants and a baggy hoodie if they want to impress men. Now, sweatpants and a hoodie might be the most comfortable, but it's not the most flattering. It's the same way for men. Cargo shorts, a graphic t-shirt, and Converse say comfortable. But when asked for which qualities they looked for in men, none of the women said they wanted a man who looked comfortable as a partner. According to Gentleman's Journal, women wanted a partner who was confident, competent, had a drive and a purpose, passion, and a sense of humor. Comfortable didn't make the top 20. If you're looking for comfortable, you're looking for a couch, not a partner. In the psychology of first impressions, dressing smartly was associated to being successful, influential, and important. Now, you don't have to be any of those, but it won't ever hurt your chances to make a better first impression. Now, I wear graphic t-shirts when I work out, not when I go out. I wear them around the home. I wear them to bed. I'm proud to be outside running in a Star Wars retro t-shirt, but I don't wear them to any event or an occasion because I want my clothes to say something about me. That means have a few good pair of jeans. Jeans work well with almost all of the other clothes, like a blazer and plain t-shirt combo, a polo, a button-up. You want to have a pair of khaki pants for a more professional look. And if you want a more relaxed look, trade in your cargo pants for khaki shorts. Okay? It gives a crisp look that says you can relax a bit, but you don't look like you have the space for 50 candy bars in case they run out of bags at the grocery store. One last thing on clothing. You want to own a pair of dress shoes. Dress shoes are one of the often overlooked pieces of clothing that can take you from casual to confident. In my line of work, I've traveled to many places around the world, and asking the local populace how they can tell the Americans almost instantly apart from everyone else in the world is this. All Americans wear sneakers. Everyone else wears dress shoes. And why do you think that women wear heels? So they can have their feet hurt all evening? No. It's because it makes them 3 inches taller, they look nice, and it gives them confidence and even better posture. And it sets them apart from everyone else who's not wearing them. Dress shoes don't have to be expensive. Got mine for $30 and they're pretty decently comfortable. Remember that part of Geek Connection is to try to help you stand apart and increase your chances at getting the partner that's right for you. So if you go the extra mile for yourself, it sends the message that you're able to go the extra mile for your partner. So again, if you don't have yourself a pair of dress shoes, get a pair of dress shoes. And finally, I'd like to touch briefly on self-care. In multiple studies, male and female participants were asked to rate pictures for attractiveness in the opposite sex, and they found that pictures selected as most attractive fell under the category of self-care. That means they had trimmed beards, they had nice fitting clothes, they had good posture, and they had a healthy weight. The traits that were considered most masculine for men and most feminine for women did not rate as high as self-care for their respective genders. We'll dive deeper into this topic in later episodes, but I want to leave you with this. Increasing your chances to find an amazing partner starts in the mirror before you ever take a step outside. That's our show for today. I hope you learned something, and I hope you'll join us next time on the next episode of Geek Connection.